Well, thanks so much to Ground News for sponsoring today's video. And guys, those of you who watch my channel know there's so much going on right now in the UK, across Europe and indeed in America with the US presidential election. And Ground News is an app and website that helps you really get the full picture on what is actually happening on any news story. Ground News is a website and app that gathers related articles from around the world into one place, but they give you context about each source's political leaning, their factual reliability, and their ownership. This helps you really get a handle on what is going on across the spectrum in terms of these big stories, because it simplifies spotting differences in reporting. So go to ground.news/MH or scan the QR code on the screen now. Right now, they're offering my subscribers 40% off the Vantage subscription, and I'll also put the link down below. Well, another huge day in terms of politics in Europe. Austria holding its big election. And as you've seen, basically an election after election recently, migration, the issue that has absolutely dominated this general election campaign in Austria. And the country facing potentially a historic result because the party on the right, the Austrian Freedom Party, potentially could win its first national election, the first general election win in Austria. And it is yet another election where parties on the right are dominating the election campaign. Indeed, the two favourites to win are actually the Austrian Freedom Party, but also the ruling Conservatives, the People's Party. So two parties on the right, first and second in the opinion polls going into this election in Austria. And as I said, as we've seen repeatedly in vote after vote recently, migration, the dominant issue, the top concern for Austrians. You can see a recent survey, an Ipsos survey in Austria, showing that migration is the top concern for 43% of Austrians. Second place is crime, followed by healthcare, inflation, and climate change. But you can see the surge there, migration named as the biggest concern by 29% of those in Austria a year ago, now up to 43%. And you did see the leaders of these two parties on the right in a TV debate. So that's the current Chancellor, Karl Nehammer, of the People's Party, the Conservatives, and Herbert Kickl of the opposition Freedom Party. They had a TV debate, these two parties, the FPO, the Freedom Party, and the OVP, the People's Party, leading in the polls, and the Freedom Party campaigning this concept of Fortress Austria, that they would immediately suspend asylum applications and consistently deport failed asylum seekers, and the Freedom Party calling the EU's migration pact a sham. And as I said, when you look at the opinion polls, it really is pretty dramatic, because you see the Freedom Party on 27%, the Conservatives, OVP, on 25%, so pretty close there. But combined, those two parties actually on over 50% of the vote. Already it seems that the chances of the Freedom Party being in government, even if they win this election, could be pretty remote, because you could see the Conservatives, even if they come second, go in a grand coalition with the Social Democrats. So that would be the People's Party, the Conservatives, and the Social Democrats forming a coalition to keep the Freedom Party out of government. But nevertheless, if the Freedom Party was to top the polls at this Austrian election for the first time, it would send shockwaves throughout Europe. Do let me know what you make of that, though, in the comments below. I will, of course, keep bringing you all the latest on this and much more. So please do whack this video a quick thumbs up. And of course, as ever, cheers for watching.